How do you want to say it? Otherwise, we're all going to say it in different ways.
No, that's the joy of it.
Yeah, we're being original, guys. We're
the
like
element
showing...
of randomness.
Exactly. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Dinosaur Carpentry. God, that was fucking awful.
I told you.
Yeah, that's just it will do. It will do. So
It's
with
just
us
the
here
three
we've
of
got
us.
Tom. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Lead and Paper, the animation channel that's going nowhere.
Shorty, introduce yourself.
Hey, my name's Sioti. I'm well known for videos such as the Hive Mind Compilation 1, Hive Mind Compilation 2, and Jingle Cats, but it's Harry Potter.
The one that got together.
The one that
And I'm
Simon
Frank.
Distance
I'm most
streamed.
known for some meme I stole of that Mad Cat.
Oh, I remember that. That was quality. My voice is dying a bit, guys, because they played Bohemian Rhapsody like maybe 7 times too many, and now I'm a bit hoarse, but it's fine.
Was it in the car?
No, it wasn't in the car. It was at our house. It was
that
pretty
movie?
chaotic.
Yes.
Wayne's World.
Yes.
Or something like. Yes.
How are you old enough to know what that is?
Don't call me uncultured.
I think I'm just underestimating your generation.
I think you are. But anyway.
I guess you are.
My brother's turning 18 very soon,
All right.
but that's the kind of thing I wouldn't expect him to know.
Well, what can I say, guys? I'm really up to date with all this old people shit.
Which is quite something for someone who isn't even born yet.
I know. I'm very. I pride myself on it.
We have to fit that in every episode.
I'm gonna need to fit in a Tom age joke later on as well. That's got to
Well,
be
we
like
started
a
with
podcasty
one.
thing.
Well, we
I'm not
started.
that old.
I mean, you are pretty old. You're 10 years older than me. That's a whole decade.
I said that actually before we
Yeah,
started.
you
I was
actually
like,
said
10
that,
years. That's a whole little brother.
Basically, yeah.
Just, my sister is 3 years older than me, and that's already just an entire generation in my eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up with VHS tapes. Do you know what they are?
Oh god. I have an effect on Lightworks called VHS tape. That's how old it is.
Oh,
It's an
wow.
old
Wow.
video effect.
It's so non-existent now that it's
Yeah.
just an overlay.
We used to have The Lion King on VHS tapes.
Yeah, that would probably have been like the last. I don't know when like VHS tapes went out.
I know we threw them all out like, I don't know, 7 years ago, I guess.
I had floppy disks in middle school, so that's like,
Jesus.
but they were around for like a couple of years before they're outdated. They're like in such a between pointless
But it was like
state.
the age when any technology thing just was rapidly advancing.
Yeah.
Just, you in like 5 years you went from like a few kilobytes of memory to like a gigabyte.
Should we just leave that in? Just why not? It's gonna be shit.
You could
either
use
way.
one of those stupid computer voices.
Yeah.
Just dub in everything that Jack
Yeah, but
said.
does anyone actually remember what he just
Oh,
said?
crap.
Oh, it's
We
alright,
need
we
this
can make it up.
transcript. Yeah, we'll just lie. Just pretend
Yeah, we'll
it's
just
like
lie.
totally racist. What are we talking about? Technology.
who knows?
I watched
Sure.
Click like a few hours ago, and it made me realise I felt kind of rubbish for ages, and then after Click I was like so amped to do something. And it's got, have you seen Click?
I have not.
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, so the thing is, it's got like terrible reviews for some reason, but it's like, I don't want to spoil anything because it's from 2006.
It's the Adam Sandler
Yeah.
one, isn't it?
I think it's Adam Sandler's best movie by far, and I, no lie, shed some tears at the end. That's how good it is.
I better watch
That's what
that.
I've heard. I've never seen it, but it's any Adam Sandler movie just gets terrible reviews, but some of them
Yeah, I
are
guess
actually
so.
just good.
Although there, what's that from? It says 84% like this film, so that's Google users. But then like Rotten Tomatoes has only got 33%.
Huh.
But like, you know those movies where they're really good at teaching a moral?
Yeah.
There's one of those, and like there's like a sect of comedian movies. Like there's a lot of Jim Carrey movies I think are like that, where it sets out on this very normal movie trail, and then I guess because they're funny people, I don't know, they make it. I was touched by this movie.
It's a touching movie.
Well,
Adam
Frank and I-
Sandler touched me deeply.
Well, that's
Oh,
that's the title for this episode.
Yeah.
Well, Frank and I will watch that, and then we can comment on it next podcast. And
It's got
tell you
Christopher
what we
Walken
think.
in it.
Oh,
And
our
David
favourite.
Hasselhoff.
How have I never watched this?
Highly recommend.
It was made before I was conceived, so I have that excuse.
Wait, was it really? 2006?
No,
Oh
it
my
wasn't
God.
actually. I'm 15. It's
You're
2019.
not that old, Tom. You're not that old.
What movies... Wait, yeah, Lion King came out when I was born, I think.
What
How old are
came
you,
out
Frank?
when I was born? The Y2K bug, I guess.
Oh, really? You know that was a real thing?
Yeah, that is a real thing, and I can't really grasp
Yeah, I know
how
what you
big of a
mean.
deal that would have been.
So I at uni I did games design computing, and we had a course on just general what's the word, computing stuff and history and stuff. And
Yeah.
Alright.
this teacher was telling us about it, and apparently you'd get software engineers that would go to these big companies who were terrified of Y2K, and they would actually have, there was a certain machine that actually had problems, and they would go and like quote unquote fix the problem, but they'd actually only just change the internal clock to like go backwards.
Oh, right.
So eventually
That is
they would come up to the
genius.
problem again, yeah. So these people were making flipping bank loads and loads of money just by like pressing reset on a computer, essentially.
Oh,
But,
God.
but what actually happened in the end? Like a few vending machines stopped working.
Yeah, everything just went back to zero and it was fine, right?
mean-
Yeah, for most things that would have happened, but people were terrified, and I can't remember why now. I need to look this up. What was it called again?
Y2K.
Y2K bug. Oh, Y2K bug cost. What? Whatever the result, the cost of fixing the Y2K bug has been frightening even for an industry with a global turnover of about $1 trillion a year.
Oh, you were
Assessments
kidding.
of the cost
Wow.
range from about $200 billion
Oh, my
through
lord.
to
Holy
$600 billion.
Fucking hell.
So I guess it was kind of a problem.
Apparently so.
Although that's money that people spent, so how much of that was actually like a reasonable cost that they needed?
Yeah. How much damage was
But
actually
wouldn't
done?
they just, as a test, just set their clocks to the next year and see what happens, and then
just have
decide whether
one
they need to fix it?
Have one computer, do that, see what happens. It goes berserk.
It just seems like such a preventable issue.
I don't know if it's something to do with like the way that some internal clocks like go back round, like all the way around. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
what I
like
mean? Because that
overflows.
happened with Gandhi in
yeah, the
Civ, wasn't it? Yeah.
aggression for Gandhi.
Oh, is this another old person thing? Because I don't know what's happening here.
I guess it kind of is.
But in like the very first game, just Civilization, this was very long ago. So numbers on computers didn't really go that high,
Yeah.
but it turned out that Gandhi's aggression number was really low at the start of the game, but it could be lowered to like events and shit.
Right.
So eventually it would go below 0, which meant that it would loop around to the maximum of probably 256 or something. So just if you go below 0 in a computer, it goes to the maximum because it can't handle negative numbers.
Oh, right. I see.
So Gandhi, who was supposed to be really peaceful throughout the entire game,
Oh, we started getting really aggressive.
just started nuking everyone.
Oh, I see.
And that became such a meme that he actually made it a feature.
Oh, fair enough.
So, where is it? Gandhi was given the lowest score possible, which was 1. So low that he'd rarely, if ever, go out of his way to declare war on someone. Only the problem was that when a player adopted democracy in Civilization, their aggression would be automatically reduced by 2. So the code would try and go to -1, but not be able to do that and loop back round to the highest figure of 255,
Oh, God.
basically making Gandhi a warlord, which is just mental.
But have you actually
like those
seen
sort of
in-
things in games should be a thing. Like that's the best thing about some
But
games is their
you
glitches.
think that they'd playtest it and find that?
Huh?
I don't see how that slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
Because It's not like some obscure feature if you jump in a corner 55 times and then walk to the left that something will happen.
Yeah.
No, it's just if a player is in the game and chooses an option, Gandhi becomes a fucking nuclear warlord.
Yeah.
That could be our thumbnail as well. Gandhi the Warlord. Jeez.
Gandhi the warlord.
I remember the first time I properly drank anything and got not pissed but like tipsy was around a friend's house. I think I was 16. And like I was sure that not everyone was that drunk until my mate took like the loaf of bread out of the cupboard and then lobbed it over to next door's garden.
Oh god.
It was like sitting on top of their pantry. Well, not pantry. What the hell's it called? What's the like glass thing at the back of the house called? Anyway, it was on top of their garden seating area, and apparently they complained the next day.
What, a greenhouse? Do you mean a greenhouse?
No. It's like, you know, where you sit out and look at your garden, but you're inside.
No.
Conservatory? I don't know.
Conservatory, yeah. Conservatory. Is it that? I hate this. I always, like, I can't speak. Yeah, that is it. Conservatory. We'll cut that bit.
We'll cut it.
It'll make us not look like retards. But
I think we do enough of that without any cuts, but that's fine.
I thought that was how we got found out that we had been drinking, because like his mum didn't know. But then apparently she actually found out because I was given the booze to like the empty booze bottle to hide, and I just wrapped it up in my jacket and put it under a chair and then
for
forgot
God's
about
sake,
it.
it's fine. You're the
And then
weak link.
She found it, yeah, the weak link. Found it the next day. She was okay with it though. She was a cool mum. She was the MILF.
Oh god.
She was what?
MILF.
Excuse me?
MILF.
Come again?
Maybe it's the language barrier.
I hope so.
It stands for something. A hot mum, basically.
Yeah.
Do you have a hot mum?
No.
No.
No, I do not have a hot mom.
So
Explains something about you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you take after her?
Yeah. I'm not a hot
This
mom
is
either.
just agreeing. This is so
Yeah.
sad. You need to fight back. It's not fun if you don't like fight back.
Oh, that's so
Just
sad.
accept it.
Yeah.
I've accepted my fate of
No,
not
Frank.
becoming a hot mother, I
Oh.
guess.
Oh, fair enough.
What about you, Shotty?
Do I have
She's
a hot
probably
one?
about my age, right? Is she single?
She's. Oh god, I don't actually know my mum's age.
Oh my
Shit.
god.
Oh
Hold
my
on, let
God.
me work this out. 19. When's her
I
birthday?
thought you said 90 then. Jesus.
What's 2019? Wait a minute, it'd be 2018, wouldn't it? She's like 40 something. Let's go with 42. That's probably not right.
Yeah, that's a bit out of my age range.
Just a bit.
So do we have to cut that as well? Do you want people to know that?
Yeah, it's quite personal information in a way.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll cut this.
To be fair, I can't remember how old my mum is either. But you just like when it gets to their birthday, you're like happy 20 something. You're like, oh thanks. Blag it.
Yeah, every time we as a family go to a birthday party with some other family member, we just discuss what age they actually got in the car. And it's always a nice conversation.
Or trying to work it out, like, from
Yeah,
their behaviour or
she,
something.
she became 54, right? No, it's 55. Really? Yeah, she is. No, it's 54.
I don't think I've ever been like actually caught out though. It terrifies me because I can imagine it being super awkward.
Yeah, that's why I just say happy birthday and not
Nah,
happy 55th birthday.
it's my 26th this year.
It's, oh god.
Oh god, we're back to how old I am. Brilliant.
I'm
Really?
One time,
16 in like 2 months, so.
Oh, happy birthday. Are you going to make a happy birthday video for yourself?
Yeah, I might do. No,
I
I
guess
won't do
that
that.
already
Get a
exists,
bunch
doesn't
of
it?
other people to make a video for you.
Yeah, Frank,
it-
why don't you make me a birthday video? Old
Why
buddy, old
not?
pal.
You know what? I'll try to remember.
What are you
You
actually?
already have a birthday video, don't you? Isn't that
What?
the only thing that comes up on YouTube if you type in Shotty?
That's not my birthday. That's
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, I know, but it's a birthday.
Oh, I
video,
see what you mean. Maybe I should just repost that on my channel. That's my. I'll just
you
change
get
the title.
Shotty's birthday, and then Shotty is hungry, and then Shotty is making major poo poo.
What?
Yeah, then well,
Shotty's birthday. It's only got 61 views. Let's link to it. Give him a shout out.
Sure.
Shotty breakdancing with. Yeah.
Oh god, you found my secret channel. My secret dance channel. We'll get Jack to edit this in post. Actually,
Yeah.
is Jack even going to edit this since he wasn't in it?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't want to.
I can try
Jack's
to
in
edit
it for the fame.
That's true. I can
he just
give
wants
it a
to
try.
boost his live stream.
Yeah.
So hey, go watch Sir Derpsals on Twitch.
Twitch.tv/SirDerpSauce_. Yeah, all of us have been getting into streaming recently.
I've not.
I've been thinking about it. I have done it before.
Yeah, I've been thinking of doing it too. I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably like stream myself making music or something, but I don't know.
Making music.
Yeah, like EDM and stuff, or
Have you
just
got
some
a
acoustic
thing for
shit.
that already?
I've got Studio 4.1 recently. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll give it a whirl.
Have you published your music?
I haven't, but I can send it on here if I find some. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not really shit. That's what I'll say. I don't want to sort of make myself really good and like set myself up for disappointment, but I'm not really shit. How about that?
That's my bar for music though. Like I've used have you heard of Linux Multimedia Studio?
Yeah, that one. That's awful to use.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I have
Uh,
never
I've-
heard of that.
It's a free music making thing basically. But I probably downloaded it like more than 5 years ago now, but I've made in excess of 100 different songs and they're
Oh my
all
gosh.
terrible. I never uploaded them anywhere. Is that my phone? I felt unprofessional.
Shake my head, Tom.
I'm sorry. It's on vibration now. It's my London friend. He's been going out every night for the past week. I can tell you what happened with that actually.
Oh yeah.
Well,
It was kind of annoying because I missed it. I went up to London and then kind of happened to meet a friend up there. And we went out drinking. He's kind of going for a bit of a rough spot. And I don't remember how I got there. But we were in this bar. And the first thing was quite funny. Like, there was this guy playing piano. And he goes, does anyone have any requests? And like before he even finished the sentence, I just went, Halo! And immediately he went, ding, 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 and started playing Halo. I was like, oh, it's beautiful. And ended up talking to him for a bit, which is like, fine, but I guess we're there to meet women, is the idea. I'm not very good with that sort of stuff.
did that go anywhere?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how'd that go?
What, with the guy?
No, with the. Oh, it's.
With
Well,
the women.
the bar, my friend said that this bar was like a really cool place and we should have some luck or whatever, but apparently it was kind of dead. So we went there for a little bit and then like moved on. And you know, like when you walk somewhere or like, you guys don't drive, you go somewhere and then when you get there, you don't remember the journey.
Yeah.
Like that happens a lot when like you're alcohol induced. But we were somewhere else somehow in this club, and I had a bit too much, so I was like, I'm just going to lean against the wall, and I kind of just, what's the word?
What was it?
Observed
Oh.
like my mate and his kind of technique, and at first he was just kind of bumping into people a little bit. Like I don't know, maybe that's just because he's drunk. But he's talking to these people, and it seems to be going quite well. So that's like the last time I see him. That's like he's just dancing with some people, talking to them, blah blah. Blah. And I was like, I've had too much, so I'm gonna go way outside. And this girl starts, like, I pick up my bag, and she's like, "Is that your bag?" And I was like, "What? Like,
Oh no.
leave me alone." And she's saying other things. Like I just completely blanked her. She was, I guess, for some reason, decided to proclaim herself as the bag guardian. So I was whatever, and took my bag and went outside. Immediately got approached by about 4 different homeless people, because that's London.
Oh shit.
And then I waited there for about 5 minutes, and then my mate came out and said, he was like, "Oh man, you missed it." I was like, "What?" And he said he went to go get his coat, and some girl came up to him. Was like, "Is that your coat?" It's obviously the same person.
Yeah.
And he's like, he obviously living in London, he's doing quite well. He was like, "Yeah, it's my coat. I bought this for like 100 and something quid, or 200, whatever he said." And she's like getting in his face, like, "I don't think it's your coat." Like, told him that. And he's like, "It's my coat." So then, because she's kicking off at him, these other guys come over, and obviously they don't know what the situation is, but they're on her side, so they're going to be these white knights that help her out.
Of course.
Yeah.
And so they start getting aggressive at him, but he was like, I don't know if he's been in this situation a lot, but he seemed to say that he knew they weren't going to do anything. So he threw his drink in their faces and just walked off. And that's like, that was what I missed. And I was like, just waiting outside like a loser.
Oh, I thought the way that
that's
story
what
was
you
going
get,
to
like-
go was it was going to end up being her coat and her bag, and you just like wake up and it'd be her stuff, and you'd be like, oh shit.
Yeah. And then I was arrested and went to jail.
Yeah.
No, but we were waiting outside for like 2 seconds, and someone walked past and went, "Do you want some Coke?" Like,
Oh
cocaine.
Jesus.
Oh, well.
And we were like, "No thanks." And then we carried on.
No, thanks, I'm good.
Yeah, literally. So that's drug dealing in London for you. Just walk around, ask people.
That was a nice segment, wasn't it? Educating people on the drug business in London.
So
But
yeah,
also-
if you want to get cocaine in London, you know where to go.
Yeah, just walk around in the street at like midnight. You'll find someone. Obviously, you have to sieve through the homeless. I did give him some money though. I think the moral really is though, when you're going through a rough time in life, don't just go out drinking, unless
Yeah.
you're with like a proper friendly posse, not someone who's just going to abandon you in the club, like moi.
So basically, a friend invited you to just hang out for a bit because he was going through a rough patch and he wanted some company, and you just left him and waited
Yeah,
outside
kind of. When you
with
put
the
it like
homeless
that,
people.
I seem like a bit of a douchebag. Not douchebag. I don't know why I am.
You know what? I would have done exactly the same because
I
I'm just not
probably
that
would have as well.
kind of guy.
Sounds like a successful night out all in all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I had to pay like almost 30 quid to get home again in the next morning.
Oh shit.
Trains.
Worth it though, right? All that coke. We'll cut that too.
Well, that's how I got home. Just took Coke and jumped on top of the train.
You took some coke, went up to the train driver and said, "Hey, want some coke?"
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so the moral of the story, kids, is always have drugs on you to offer to people.
And they'll be friendly. Mostly because they're either scared of you or you have something that they want.
Yeah, this seems that's a good moral.
I don't know if I like people knowing these things.
Yeah, I'll decide if I'll cut them later. If you guys want something cut, then you can just message me or something.
Are you editing it now?
I mean, I can give it a try.
Sure. Why is it like so hard to think of something interesting to talk about in this kind of situation?
Maybe it's because we're just boring people.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Jack thought we were interesting enough for a podcast, so...
Thing is though, I think it gets a bit more interesting when Jack and Joe are here because they've hung out quite a bit.
Yeah, that's true. They
Yeah.
hung out the
So
other
they're
day
almost-
to film something.
I guess they're friends.
we could talk about Joe and his live streams.
Yeah, let's talk about Joe and his live streams. Clap,
Because
clap.
he'd be streaming Dota a lot.
I haven't watched any.
I'll cut that for you. Joe doesn't get mad at you.
I just don't have the time.
Yeah. Apparently he got banned from playing Dota in the office.
Did he really?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently
shit.
he got he was playing and he got it banned by shouting "eat a dick" very loud in
Oh
a space.
no.
Wow.
Oh god.
Who specifically told him to stop? Do you know?
I have no idea, you should ask him.
I wonder who it would
But
be.
from
Who
what
would that have been?
I've seen him playing, it's not really uncommon for him to just start
Oh, wow.
That's
being
true.
really sexual when he's under stress.
Are there no
He's just-
like rooms available? Like they got loads of booths there, haven't they?
Yeah, but
Maybe he's not
I don't
supposed
know
to be
if Joe
playing it
has
at
one.
all.
but when I see him playing, he'll start attacking someone and just start shouting, "Blow me, blow me,
Oh yeah.
suck my dick."
I don't
It's a
get
good
how people
time.
get that into Dota. Like, it's a strategy game, right? Well, not like a
It's a MOBA.
MOBA. I don't play MOBAs.
I've never really understood it. I just see it as
I used to play a lot of Dota, like in 2014, I guess, but I just stopped playing because I didn't think it was very fun anymore.
Yeah, I just find it weird because the game style looks a bit slow when you like don't know what's going on. I've seen my cousin plays Heroes of the Storm a lot, and like playing with them, they get so riled up. Like he was trying to explain it as it was going along, and there was just like you couldn't fit in enough words. Like when you're watching like a first-person shooter, it's like it's really obvious what's happening.
Yeah, it's obvious.
yeah.
But every single character has such stupidly specific stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with Dota. If you really want to get into it, you gotta know literally every
pretty
single
short
character
learning
in
curve.
every update.
It's a really strong learning curve.
From what I know, the early game of Dota is just a bit casual. You're just trying to level up and get some gold. But in late game, you're actually actively searching for people to kill.
But then, like, some characters like have some grab move who will destroy you, and like people know the distance of like where that is up to. So I'll keep my distance up to here. That character I keep this distance. That character I go right up to. It's like what?
Yeah, my friends still play it a lot.
Doesn't
They
sound fun.
A few years ago, they had this quiz app for Dota. And you just get some movement speeds. Hey, this character's movement speed, is it 5.82, 5.63, 7.89, or 6.68? And they would just know what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Like an encyclopedic knowledge. That's the thing that annoys me about it, though. I don't want to put that amount of information in my head just to play a game.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like Hearthstone either. Because it's just so much. You gotta know like every single card, and I would just look at a card and think, hey, that's pretty good, and then someone who actually knows the game would come up to me, well, actually it's pretty shit, because if you compare it with this deck and this thing, it has no relevance in this meta. And I just don't care. I just want to play my card game, man.
I guess that's the difference between playing games to chill out and playing games for that kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I played Minecraft so much back in the day.
Oh, yeah, speaking of Minecraft. Apparently,
Minecraft is just such a chill game.
yeah, you can just do whatever. It's the only game I've like actually invested my time into, and this is coming from like a normie who doesn't play games at all. Yeah, speaking of Minecraft, apparently Hat Films are going to start a new Minecraft series.
Yeah.
Huh.
Was it All the Mods 3 or something?
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know what's in that pack, but I am interested. Because if
Yeah.
they're like... I never watched Hat Films when they were doing their Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
I kind
No,
of
me neither.
came into them after that.
Yeah, so did I actually.
So I'm interested. Have you seen their old stuff as well? I don't know what it was on, but I remember they like... I don't know if they watched it back. I think it wasn't it? They had like a looking back episode.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was like 2016, I think.
Yeah. They were terrible.
Yeah, that was
They're like
awful.
super
Yeah, but
toaster mics and
just
like...
any Yogscast video, have you seen the ones from like 2010 or something?
Oh yeah,
So,
Jesus.
yeah, just the microphones are a good sign of how low budget they were.
Yeah.
And like the screen tearing on some of the footage was... What?
Yeah, I watched some other video YouTuber as well, and his PC used to just sound like a jet engine in the background of every video.
Maybe that's just a bad mic setup as well, though.
Yeah, but that's just early day YouTube. It's just how it was.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now you've got like actual people, just any individual creator is actually just a company. They've all hired editors. They all spend like thousands on their setup.
Yeah.
I mean, they're saying that they have the episodes planned out already.
Yeah, they already have a set number that it's going to be, so it doesn't like drag out or something.
But then maybe that means that it's going to be like the next Shadow of Israel.
Ooh, speculations.
Because that was scripted, wasn't it?
That's true. They
Should we
said it was
try and start a crazy hype train that this is actually episode 43
Yeah,
or
let's
whatever?
just start a load of rumors around this.
Yeah, they could do that actually. I think they'd get away with it.
The Shadow of Israel server, is that actually still a thing, or?
Oh, I doubt it.
No
I think
idea.
they must have deleted it ages ago.
Because I've heard like so many things about it. Either it's still online and they used it for other stuff, or it got corrupted, or they
Yeah, I
just
feel like I heard
lost
that.
the whole thing, and I don't know what to believe anymore.
I'm sure there was like something where someone had remade it and you could download that. Not sure.
I actually saw that on Reddit a while ago, where somebody just posted a picture of him having recreated the entire map.
Oh gosh, that's dedication.
I think Lewis actually replied to them and said that some things were off, like how big stuff
Yeah.
was, and
Maybe the memory made it a bit more grandiose.
yeah.
What if Hat Films do this like a scripted Minecraft series, and by the end it turns out that one of them is Israfel, and it's a prequel.
Shit.
Ooh.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
Just
Calling it now.
Hat films, if you're watching this, we're writing this shit for you. Just take it.
They should just
This is
hire
probably
us.
coming out next year, Frank. So
Oh, that's true. It will have already happened. We've got to put this up as quick as we can so we can say like we called it.
okay.
We'll just send it to them first before we.
Yeah. What's the date?
upload
It's
it.
17th of the 2nd, 2019.
Are you not supposed to say that?
Yeah, but we need to prove that we called it. We called it.
We called it. All right. We called it. If
So-
we didn't call it, take the video down, cut this shit out, and re-upload it.
My bet would be on Trot. Trot is Israfel.
I feel like Smith would be a good Israfel.
Smith is the type of psychopath who would be a good Israfel.
Exactly, that's what I feel like.
Who else is there?
There's
Yeah, the-
Ross.
I mean, like, it's the Shadow of Israfel characters.
Oh, I'm going to be honest, I haven't actually watched
I
Shadow of
haven't watched
Israfel.
it.
What?
Oh no.
Damn.
This is
That's
where the
where I
podcast
first
starts to
started
Let me
fall
just-
apart.
watching Yogscast. Yeah, that was a
I
long time ago.
started actually actively watching Duncan first, I guess. Yeah, it's
Oh, really?
Decade series.
Oh
That was
god, that was
around
ages
when
ago.
Vaults came out.
Started
Vaults is the best Minecraft series they ever did. Just
What is?
throwing it out. Vaults.
I didn't
yeah,
watch that
that.
one, I don't think.
The only one I've watched is The Bomb, for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
What
they
about...
just wanted some copper.
What's Oil Toil from? I've forgotten now. Moonquest.
Moonquest.
Moonquest is
Yeah.
pretty
Moonquest
good.
was good.
So there's Israfel. What the heck? Verrigan Antichoke. Anti... What? I can't read.
Are you having a stroke?
Yes. Umbungo. Granny Bacon. Wait, who are the bad guys though? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to like put together some kind of fan theory before the Hat Films even do anything.
Well,
Maybe I'll
Terp
make
said,
an animation.
yeah, Terp said like ages and ages ago that allegedly all Minecraft series were like linked in some way.
Yeah, that was such a bullshit.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, people became way too aggressive about it though, didn't they?
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, at the end of the day, if they didn't want to carry it on, then like if it's sapping their creativity or whatever, then
Yeah.
just
But
let it die. sort
Why?
of.
Why did people just refuse to believe that it was actually a dead series for so long?
'Cause I don't think they wanted to announce it because like
But it was also a cliffhanger ending though. So
yeah.
kind of fair enough to believe that it might have planned to been wrapped up, which I reckon they did, but
Yeah, but it
they
was
got caught up.
already such a meme that the Yogscast would just end the series and never talk about it, and that would just be referenced in like every series, but never Shadow of Israfel. No one actually wanted to accept that series was not going to continue.
I mean, but I think Lewis mentioned that he wrote a lot of the script, right? I think that's true.
Yeah,
But then
I guess.
he's been like painting loads and stuff, so I feel like his creative like drive at the moment is probably good enough to write a good script.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you seen his paintings though? They're
Yeah,
not
it might be a
half good.
surreal
Yeah, I was trying not to
script.
say.
I think they're quite cool, some of them.
Some of them are pretty good, some of them are not so good.
At the
Yeah,
same
they
time.
did a painting stream, didn't they, on the Jingle Jam with Hat Films?
Yeah, I'm sad I missed that.
It was actually really
That
good.
was-
Well, some of them.
Who was it? Was it one of them was really good at painting? They did like a Bob Ross thing.
Yeah, that's Nazi.
Nazi, yeah.
Oh yeah.
2
was
years
awesome.
ago.
I've only ever seen the end picture.
Yeah, it just takes. If you miss the stream, it's always like a few hours, so you can't just go ahead and
Yeah.
watch it. I did watch the VOD of, I think it was the 2015 music stream from Hat Films.
Is that?
That was the Pleasure
the
Jam.
Elf, like, Pleasure
Oh yeah,
Elf,
that one. Yeah, I remember.
Is that really 2015?
I think it actually. I don't.
Yeah, I
felt like
think it
that's only
was.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, because 2016 was the Destination Drumpf one.
Yeah, it's 2015. It's 2015.
Destination Drumpf.
Yeah, that was quality.
Trying to find out
also
more
just-
about Thingy.
Both like the main songs in the 2016 and 17 album, they just finished off by saying, "Well, it's not Pleasure Elf in it."
Yeah. It's a bit sad, really. Like every year, they're always looking to like have another Pleasure Elf, but they just haven't really found that breakthrough.
They just haven't. They just looking out for the next Pleasure Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get how they like. Do you find it, Shotty, you know, when like you're making music, that you can start with something, you have the right elements, but
Goddamn ice cream fan, shut the fuck up.
before like you even really made like one bar, you can tell it's not working.
Yeah, I
No
feel
matter
that
how
a
long
lot.
you work on it for, it just doesn't come together.
Yeah, it's like usually just randomly when I'm like at school or something, I'll randomly have an idea and I'll like rush home after and try to put it to paper or like
Yeah.
on the program or something, and it'll just end up being completely shit. Yeah.
I feel like that's what they've had though, because they don't have enough like prep or really practice.
Yeah, I know what
I
you
mean,
mean.
obviously they're not the most masterful like songwriters or anything either.
Yeah, they're pretty talented to be fair, but
Yeah.
I think
But Pleasure Elf, wasn't that just made from like a preset they just found?
all of the
Was it?
2015 album was
they
just
were
from a
just
preset.
going through all the pre-made shit in their software,
Yeah, I
and
guess
they just
Ross
found
put stuff
the
together
main
before,
melody
actually,
for
doesn't he?
Pleasure Elf.
Oh, Ross is pretty good.
Yeah.
Ross is actually pretty good, yeah.
I feel like they would do all right if they did like one of those maybe 6 times a year or something,
Yeah.
because people get into it quite a bit.
Yeah, in 2016 they tried to do they did the flat stream, didn't they? And then they did the Newt stream, and that didn't really work. They just sort of
Oh,
gave
really?
up.
The thing is, those streams, I think you should only do them once a year. It's like the Civ stream. I feel like the
But
2018
that's what I mean, like with.
Jingle Jam Civ stream wasn't really as good as any of the others.
But they don't get enough practice. I think if they
Yeah.
did like a few a year, they would get a bit better, and then it would be a little bit more worthwhile, like for everyone, for them and the audience. I don't know, maybe it's a bit too much of a commitment. Very serious conversation here.
I know.
What's the time? When did we start?
It's
We're
been
going
like an
for
hour.
like 45 minutes, I guess.
Should we just end it there?
Yeah.
I guess we should do an outro as
Yeah.
well now.
Should we do the same thing as we did at the beginning? Like go 3, 2, 1.
Thanks
what
for
do we say?
watching.
Sure, thanks for watching.
Sure.
I forgot what we're called.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur
Oh, it
Carpentry.
says it right there.
Carpentry.
It says it like 3 times. 4 even.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Thanks for
Thanks
watching
for watching
Dinosaur
Dinosaur
Carpentry.
Dinosaur Carpentry.
Dinosaur Carpentry.
That's
This
perfect.
is probably a mini episode.
Yeah, we can
yeah.
call it episode 1.1 or something
Yeah.
like that.
The dark.
It's actually the 4th
time.
episode we're recording, and it's this 2.1 episode.
Yeah,
Did you say 4th?
we've got to
Yeah,
have
it's
recorded
like-
like a good 6, 7 by now.
Yeah, I was going to say 4th official episode, but well, this isn't even official. What is this? It's ended now.
It's ended. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Thank you for
everyone.
watching.
Should we like... Oh, is that the end? I was going to say, can we like link each other or something?
Yeah, sure.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't
we're
finished
supposed to
recording
do
yet.
that.
Who are you people?
Go watch Tom on youtube.com/user/.
No, you
lead
don't
and
need that
paper.
bit on mine. Straight / lead and paper.
Go
Hello?
watch Frankinator at... Oh shit, what's your URL? It's like youtube.com/user/Frankie boy something.
We'll put
Frankie.
the links in the description.
Boy.
Yeah, we'll just put the links in the
Just copped
description,
out
guys,
at the
It's
end.
fine.
Or you can
Bye,
go to
everyone.
youtube.com/some%20 %20 on. What
Oh,
the hell has
God.
this done? It's not worked. I tried to use your name thing.
Oh yeah, I used to have one, but I just removed it. Find me on Instagram at Siotti. Wait, what actually is my username? I can't actually remember.
Your Twitter
Isn't
is
it just
Shotty
Shotty?
_
Yeah, and then my Instagram is something else, just to make it difficult for
Oh
me.
god.
I think it's
It's on your
Siotti
about.
_ I think. Let's go with that.
Cool.
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 Bye,
My
everyone.
brother's just staring at the screen.
We're really dragging this out, aren't we? Okay, bye, everyone. Thanks
Bye.
for watching
Goodbye.
Dinosaur Carpentry.
We'll just leave this in as like the